Oi Nigel, I have a question, fam.
Go on, you woke zombie.
How do you feel being rich when many people round the world are homeless?
I feel brilliant, mate.
What? How can you say this? There are people starving in poverty and you want to bask in your riches and sit back.
That's life. Some people are born rich, others are born in a shithole. You can work your way up and turn your life around if you wanted to. That's the beauty of capitalism. And many people are homeless because they made bad choices and didn't do anything about their situation. Not my fault.
Go on then, name an example.
Certainly. A man lives in a council home. He gets into hard drugs and spends all his rent on getting high. He then gets evicted. He deserved it. Why the fuck should anyone reward this crackhead with change, shelter or sympathy points? He put himself in the streets. Life ain't gonna favour him. Meanwhile, a man who invests his money properly, saves his income and makes the right choices shall live a better life than our trampy friend.
This is an unfair system. And what about the working class people that get hired by the rich? They are being exploited and underpaid, and the rich man just sits there and points his fucking fingers.
Many rich people started off as underpaid workers, but they used their small income to invest into what matters to them, in assets and business. These so-called exploited workers are born with the choice to live a life of permanent hard labour or a life of success and innovation.
No. You're saying that success and innovation is driven by nothing but profit.
Yes, it is. And look where it's got the world. Without the drive for profit, there would be no internet. There would be no NASA. There would be no industrial revolution. No innovation and ambition. Being passionate on something is great, but it doesn't pay the bills or make you rich.
Yes, it does. If you're passionate on something, you end up doing it for a living if you're good at it.
And how are you able to do it for a living? By just being good at it without revenue.
No, you need some income to do it for a living, yes, but that shouldn't be the driving factor in people.
Well, it is the driving factor in all successful people, son.
But that's just corrupt and evil. We should put passion before profit. Makes no sense, but I'll stand for it. Anyways, what are your thoughts on young single mothers that are struggling to support themselves?
If they don't make the right choices and investments, they will struggle forever. They shouldn't have conceived a baby anyways, considering they are young and most likely broke as fuck. Someone failed to use protection during intercourse, and now the single mother has to live with her choices.
This is just wrong. So she has to suffer unless she works tirelessly and spends more time away from her child. This means the child won't receive proper parenting and attention, all because the capitalist society she lives in forces her to become a working machine making money moves.
You're blaming society for someone's own individual life choices. She had the child in the first place before she even established a career or a business ownership. This is simply the capitalist world giving back what you give to it. This mother you speak of is lying in the very bed she made. In capitalism, you get to choose the life you want. If you don't have a kid in your early 20s, and instead you save up and invest in your dreams, you will not be suffering forever. You will live life in the fast lane which you make for yourself, and life is only fair to those with drive.
But some people work hard to chase their dreams and they get nothing in return.
That's the competitive world we live in. It's not equal, but it does have the freedom of choice. Whether you choose to be lazy or try to be successful.
But we should be pushing for equality. People who ain't rich should be allowed to live a good life and be free regardless of how much money they have.
The world doesn't work like that. And what you just said sounds like a coping mechanism for those that are lazy. If we lived in a world like that, we would not be a fully developed, functioning nation. You can't have a good society without wealth. The countries that are economically equal have no wealthy people anyways. On top of the pyramid, there's two men that own the business that tell the 20 men at the bottom what to do to maintain its structure. Someone lays the stones, while another person tells you where to lay them.
But the richer men at the top don't work as hard as the 20 men at the bottom. Yet they're earning more money than them. It doesn't have to be that way.
The rich men at the top started as workers. Then they look for other sources of income to add to what they earn from laying the stones. They then put this extra cash into assets that put them in a position to climb the pyramid or hire 20 new men to build a pyramid of their own. That's the cycle.
Fuck this shit, I literally can't even win. Anyways, you want to grab a matcha latte with me?
I'm more of a dairy milk white coffee person, but yeah, let's go.
Dairy is murder!